Hello again, Rick Alford from Defensive Edge Martial Arts Academy, Wakefield, Mass, NF5 Fight Team. I have Danny Navarro and Max Costa here to help. Today's topic, we're moving forward on creating those right side angles. We talked about loading and unloading the leg principle and hitting on the one and on the half. Now we're going to create right side angles off of our rear hand, which will be, we would consider that on a half beat. Because after we throw that rear hand, it unloads that rear leg. It allows us to step. All right, so you guys, why don't you demonstrate it right off of a simple straight?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool.
Go first? Sure.
All right, good job, you two. All right, so to break it down, I'll use Danny here. All right, they're throwing their right hand, boom, that loads their lead leg where you'll have power, but my rear leg will be my mobility leg because I unloaded that weight off of it. So that allows me a simple step. Now, for the simplicity, what they did was they threw their right hand, took a step, and then followed up. You can add an insert. We're still doing the same thing. I can throw my right hand and throw a body hook on the way by. I can throw my right hand and check and kick, throw my right hand knee, all while I'm taking that step. It's just an idea of unloading that leg to allow me to take that corner, okay? Again, it's somewhat easier, right, to just stand in front and throw because you don't have to think about moving your feet. But if you really want to get into it, if you're a fighter or if you spar enough, it's not as easy because you're going to get hit a lot and you're going to go home with a lot of headaches. You're going to have a few less teeth. So make sure you're not standing directly in front of your opponent, right? He throws that right hand, boom, takes that step, boom. When I try to counter it, he should be gone, okay? Unless I have the same type of footwork, all right? Next one, fellas, come on in again. We're going to do it off of a rear uppercut, all right? And what we mentioned in some of the other films, it doesn't have to, you don't have to lead with that uppercut. All right, but if you're throwing that rear uppercut, you're unloading that back leg again. It allows you to take that step, but it doesn't have to be your first attack, right? It can be your second, third, whatever. All right,
Sure.
You guys ready?
That way.
Next step, buddy. All right. How about overhand? Throw that overhand, take a step. All right, so as an added footage bonus, we're going to talk about the switch jab. Now, if I'm going to do a switch jab, what we're doing is replacing our rear leg, which we refer to as our brace leg or drive leg. So I drive off it when I'm on the offense. I brace on defense, so when he's kind of attacking at me, I got to brace against him in order to not topple over. Also allows me to brace against my own attacks as well. I need some sort of leverage, some friction leverage at the bottom, that frictional force, in order to create force into his body, okay? So what we're gonna do is if I wanna create that right side angle, completely viable to just simply take that step. Sometimes I can do the switch jab though. When I do a switch jab, what we're gonna do is that lead foot is gonna move first, whether I'm setting it up behind the jab or not. My lead foot is gonna take this step and go almost exactly where my rear heel is. Almost right away, my other foot is gonna follow. My rear foot becomes my lead foot this way. It's like a V step, okay? As we do it, we're gonna do what we call a drop step. The drop step is my head is gonna be kind of here so that I almost feel like I have to fall over. Where people come into problems with it is they try to maintain their balance so they'll stand up, yeah, and then try to fall on it. In this case, when we do it, you'll see that my weight is already kind of leaning forward, and it stays leaning forward the whole time. So the drop step allows, no one likes to fall, right? So when I need to, before I fall, that foot will catch my balance in a hurry. So if I'm here and I want to throw that switch jab, I'm over here. Now look at the angle I just got, just off of that switch jab.
Nice.
Here, switch jab. Okay, so again, we talked about the rear hand being the half beat, the lead hand being the 1 beat. This becomes a half beat because when I throw my jab, it becomes, for that moment in time, it's my rear leg. So it becomes, that lead hand becomes half beat. Okay, now I'll unload power into him on that occasion. All right, hope you like it. We'll see you on creating left side angles in the future.